Hey man, I'm working on some 3 note per string scale patterns, which is probably easier than 4 notes. 4 notes would look like that, but we're just going to do 3. This is G major. I'm going to start on G major, then I'm going to move to G minor. So this is what I've got written out. I'm going to play what I got written. So that's a 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7 on the 6th and 5th strings. Next string is 4, 5, 7. Next string is 4, 5, 7 also. Let's start over. Cool, huh? Next string, I'm going to shift up and go 5, 7, 8. 5, 7, 8. I really like those shifts. They're really interesting. So let's check it again. 3, 5, 7. 3, 5, 7. Here's a little shift where we go 4, 5, 7. 4, 5, 7. Another shift. So the shifts, I don't really notice them when I do them. I'm just so used to doing them. But I think it's important to slow down and think about that. Let's do it one more time. Now I'm going to descend, but I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to go 8, 7, 5, 8, 7, 5. Now a shift to 7, 5, 4 and 7, 5, 3. All right, I'll do it again. The whole thing of G major. Now I'm going to take it up to the 10th fret. I'm going to do some 10, 12, 14s. Okay, that was 10, 12, 14. 10, 12, 14. A little shift to 11, 12, 14. Another shift to 12, 13, 15. And 12, 14, 15. Descending 15, 14, 12, 15, 13, 12, a little shift to 14, 12, 11, shift down to 14, 12, 10, 14, 12, 10, 14, 12, 10, and I'm going to walk it up to the root. So, sometimes I'll put a guitar up like this to get a little more comfortable with that seems to help, if you're struggling like this, you're kind of at a weird angle with your arm, but this kind of helps your fretting arm sit a little better. All right, cool. Now I'm going to take it down and go G minor just because. And now we usually start on the root, but since there's this big fat F sitting down here, I couldn't resist. I'm going to put that in just because it kind of works out as a pattern that looks like this. It's kind of a big stretch, a 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. Whoosh! That's a stretch. And shift up a little bit to 2, 3, 5 on the 3rd string. Shift again to 3, 4, 6 on the next string. And 3, 5, 8 on the next string. Woo! Weird. So we normally on a scale you're expecting to start and stop on the root, like typically. But you don't have to stop on the root, so that's kind of the point here. Is we're just stretching our ears out, It might throw you off just a little bit. That's okay. It makes it sound more interesting. So it's 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. Oops. 2, 3, 5, 3, 4, 6, 358, and we'll descend with 865. Looks like I've worked my way up to an 864. Ooh, that's weird. Huh. 753, 753, and 653, 653. Weird. So those position shifts put you on different, you know, you got flexibility here. You can do anything you want with a scale. So, you know, I've been doing this for a while, so I know it doesn't seem like it, but I wrote this out quite a while ago, too. Ah. Stop on the root just for fun. Just remember, we're in the key of G minor. I like those 753s. So at any point you find a little bit of this, you know, running through the whole scale, you're not going to do that in a song. And you're not even going to put the scale in perfect order in a song. You're going to skip around and get creative with it. But we do this work so that the scales or the keys are second nature. And the fingering. That's pretty hard. If I took it up here, oops, that doesn't work. I'm thinking, that's cool, or so these scales aren't meant to be like the song. It's a starting point to get us thinking about fingering, sound, you know, just sort of athletic training. You know, once you get the scales down pretty good, basically you're fearless when you get on stage. You're just ready to go. You know, if you don't really know your scales, I don't know what to tell you. You know, soloing is going to be pretty mysterious. I've had students that play in bands that, you know, put out albums and play in contests and play gigs and promote themselves, and I guess they do okay. And they come in, you know, they want some lessons. I'm like, what key do you usually play in? They're like, key? Yeah, what key do you play in? And they're like, they have no idea what that even means. They just sound it out, which is kind of cool, but, you know, they're so hardwired into just chiseling out sound, which is really okay. But if I said, hey man, key of B flat, they have no idea what you're talking about. Or, you know, major, minor, they have no idea what that means. And, you know, hopefully, you know, some of those guys are still playing and doing great. But, you know, I don't know if they learned by tablature or just sounded it out. I sounded everything out before I knew the names of this stuff. So everybody's got your own path. I'm not dogging on them, but I'm saying this stuff is a good tool to have if you can do it. Some of those guys are more successful than I am with gigging around town, that's for sure. But I don't see them putting out a lot more original music. They've gone kind of in the cover band thing, which is cool. So anyhow, if you like this, I can send this to you. It's called 3-note per string patterns, and I can send you a PDF and let me know. My email is hooverguitar@yahoo. Send me an email and I'll send you some excerpts from my new book I'm working on, and this would be a possible thing I might put in the new book. But that's all, folks.